Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Modern Skyblock 3 with Haliee, and we're picking up shortly after we left off. I've done a little bit of research, just a scoot, and I've read you guys' comments, so let's jump in and talk about what we're going to do this episode and probably over the next couple of episodes. But first off, let me acknowledge something real quick. I'm not sure what's going on with the enchanter. Sometimes I'm losing a ton of power, and sometimes I'm full on powder. It's just weird. So what I went ahead and did is that since I had extra utilities open up, I have access to a lot more generators. So I spelled it right. All right. So for those of you that may have remembered my Sky Factory series, there was actually an achievement in there to do the rainbow generator, and the rainbow generator only works when you have all these other generators active. So I went ahead and made some generators that I have a lot of access to. Basically, the furnace generator is a generator that burns on coal. Now I don't have a lot of coal here, but I went ahead and made it just because it's pretty easy. But I also made the culinary generator because remember I had stacks upon stacks upon stacks of apples from my oak tree over there, and I'm like, I'm not gonna eat all those apples, but I finally found a use for them. So all these apples are now kind of generating this culinary generator, which is feeding into the enchanter. So I do have that extra set of power. And what I'm probably going to do is go ahead and get these speed upgrades. I haven't really done that much with the extra utilities. I'm going to need to get a resonator, all those things to get going. But yeah, that's what I need to make the speed upgrade. Just a short story. Now, what I don't know, I feel like I should know this, is that I think it stops if there's full power here. So I don't think I'm wasting power with these generators. If I am, guys, let me know, because I know you guys will definitely tell me that. All right, so let me go ahead and read some comments here. I got a comment from Boyd. Hi, Boyd. Hi, Tito Aloysius Burrito. Boyd comes in my streams a lot. I love her. She's totally awesome. But she gave a comment that says there's a jetpack and pack and probably made from actually additions. Now, I'm not sure if you mean actually additions or mechanisms. So I'm just going to look up jetpack, and I think you said you saw Snoop do one. And I just type in jet, and I don't see one. Of course, there's probably going to be one here now. Extra planets, extra planets, extra planets. Extra planets, extra utilities. There's a ring of flying squid. What? Jet propulsion at your fingertips. Okay, I can get the ring of flying squid. But I do see these jetpacks here from Mechanism, which I did open up, but I don't see one from. See the simple jetpacks, simple jetpacks, simple jetpacks, simple jetpacks, simple jetpacks, and then Twilight Forest. So I wonder if you mean the ones from Mechanism. And you're right. If that's the case, I can make those. I just need a gas tank, some steel ingots, which are really easy to get, a basic control circuit, and some tin. So I think you meant Mechanism. If you meant actually additions, I don't see it in this pack. So maybe there's one in the book. It may be called something else. There is an actually additions book, which I don't know what I did with it. I put it away in a safe place where I wouldn't lose it. Is it here? There it is. Let's take a quick look here. And like I said, it's probably called something else. Let's see. I don't even know what to look for. Blocks at UCF, laser, getting started. Yeah. List of everything. Again, I'm not sure exactly what we're looking for. I'm just going to scan through here, and if you see it, Boyd, sorry, I forgot your name for a second. If you see it, Boyd, definitely let me know, because I bet you there is one in here, and maybe it's in the quest book as well. Wings of a Bat. I see that. Bioreactors, a lot of cool stuff in actually additions. Handheld filler, Player Pro, leaf blowers. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I don't see a jetpack. So guys, let me know. All right. The next comment came from Linda, and Linda, she was talking about, I was questioning about soot because I wasn't sure what soot was. And I guess the mod pack, well, not the mod pack, the mod maker for Embers hasn't really done a lot of updates, and there's still some things that are broken in this quest. So the soot mod was developed by somebody else, to I guess, come up with temporary fixes or permanent fixes to what's still broken in the mod. So Soot is a mod that this goes with Embers. It just kind of helps fix some parts of it that was broken. And now apparently it's going to be a very complicated process to get this Soot. So we're going to take it really slow. First of all, I think I left off last time. I was getting this set up, the Ember Activator. Now we made a bunch of Embers. Let me remind you guys how we did that. So we needed the giant ember, and there's also the tiny ember. The tiny ember we can make in the combustion generator from blaze powder and crystal shards. Now, if you're using embers out in the world, you have to make the bore that goes into bedrock, and that's how you get those ember shards. But since we're in a Skyblock, the Sky Resources 2 substitutes that resource for us using this modification. Now, the large embers, I think they give you more ember, and the small embers, they give you less embers. But basically, I've got this set up, and let me go ahead and go into the book. This is what's really going to guide us on what we need to do. So the Ember Activator, basically, what it says here is that the Ember Activator is an indigenous device finally allowed you to extract usable energy from crystals and shards. Simply insert the crystals into the bottom of the device using a hopper or other transportation. So basically I got a hopper set up in there, and marked. So you'll see a fiery burst, which we saw in there. Activated with Ember will appear in the top cage along the machine. So you can see it here. I've got a hopper set it up going, and I can go on any of these 4 sides there. And then you see at the top here, I've got Ember juice ready to burst out. So then you put the Ember emitter. I believe the Ember emitter goes here. And then you have the Ember receptor on whatever you want to receive. And we want to use a mixer centrifuge, is what we made last time. And if we look at the information about the mixer centrifuge, there are different chapters on here. I don't know what they mean, but the mechanisms of fire is where we see the mixer centrifuge. On this one, basically, various metals control the flow of the ember. They can put them in the mixer centrifuge, blah blah blah. Each face of the bottom of the centrifuge is its own tank. So when fluid is pumped into these tanks in a particular combination, and the top block of the centrifuge is giving ember, a molten alloy will be created, which can be pumped out of the top block. So basically, we have 4 sides here, and you can see when I hover over it says there are 4 tanks in there. If I hold shift, it'll tell me how much is actually in there. So this is what we're going to experiment with. And then the top block, I can actually export, take out of the top block. I'm going to talk about how we're going to take those items out of this block in this episode. The receptor here at the top is basically, we got the receptor here and the emitter here. So it's going to receive ember on this side. At least I hope so. Now, normally what I would do, I would shift, right click on the receptor, and then I would just right click, no shift, on the emitter, and it would actually go ahead and set that up. Now, I can't just right click on the receptor. I can't shift right click on this all day long. But if this was working, and I'm guessing it's not working because there's no juice in here, I would see ember come out of the emitter over into the receptor. So right now it's not working. I believe that's how it works. We're going to test it out. So that's the basic setup that we're going for right now. Now let's look at what we're trying to make. We're trying to make alimony. Gosh, what was that called? Let's go back to the quest book. We need, I wonder if it makes this. There it is, all the way over here, alimony with embers. So it's kind of got, it's all the way here at the end. And as Linda suggested, I probably should just go through the book to decide on how to do this. And we're actually going to do this, but I wanted to kind of just show you how we have it set up so far. So I did complete these quests. I have the transferred the emitters there, so let's go grab that loot chest there, and I went ahead and made the mixer centrifuge. We made that quest there, so we're going to go through most of these items here and just follow the book and see how they actually work. But what we're looking for is the antimony, and if we look at the recipe for that, we're using liquid. It is in the mixer, and basically it takes 8 to 4. So we got 8 lead and 4 sugar is going to take. And then we have these ash components that we need to look at that we're going to learn about here hopefully soon. And that's going to give us 12 of the antimony. This will give us the liquid antimony that we'll have to put into a stamper in order to get the ingots here. There's our stamper there. So we're going to work through the next few episodes on this, and hopefully We'll get this done. So let's go ahead and go through the quest. Let's see. The next thing we want to go ahead and do. So we'll work our way backwards. We need the alchemy with embers. And the alchemy with embers is going to require the expecti, ash, and fire lasers. That's what actually needs there. So let's go ahead and make the ash one because that one's already open. The cinder plants is what we need to make here. So these items are all really easy to make. I think they just require just requires some caminite. That's what we're going to need the most of. Silver we got. Lead we can get in a furnace. So let's go ahead and get those items here. And let's see. Do I have my... Yeah, I got my hammer. So I need 3 lead. Lead is a material that you're going to need when you're working with embers. Let me open up this loot chest. I have a bad habit of forgetting loot chests. Lily pads of fertility and some quartz lamps. We're going to need those lamps. Let's put these up. And let's go grab us some lead. And then we'll remind ourselves how to make some caminite. Let's put this up real quick. And let's see. So I need some lead. Let's go ahead and grab a stack of lead because we're going to need that for several quests. We're going to need a furnace. We'll get a stack of that. Actually, I got 2 stacks apparently. And what else? The other thing we needed? Some silver. I'm just going to grab a couple silver. Is that silver down here at the bottom? No, it's osmium. Silver. There it is. Get several silver and... We'll go ahead and make a furnace, and then we'll remind ourselves how to make the caminite because apparently I forgot since the last episode. I need the caminite bricks, which requires the caminite blend, which is just sand and clay. Okay, so we can do that. We're going to make a bunch of that this time. Remember how to... I think we had sand over here. How much sand do we have stashed away? Oh, we got 40. Grab a bunch of those. And then we'll get our clay and get those cooking up. See, our clay we're using from the Rod of the Lambs and squirt gun. Had to remember what it was. All right, so we're going to make a bunch of clay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Squirt gun here. It's probably the easiest thing I remember from this whole, from the early stages of what's the thing we're making? Oh yeah, Modern Skyblock. That's the series we're recording. Wow. I think I need to take a nap. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this. And we'll get this. And we got a ton of caminite. And we want to turn that caminite into a caminite blend. Yeah, let's go ahead and cook all of that up. We got a stack of that to cook up. Did I have some left over from last time? I felt like I should have. All right, let's get 4 of these. We're going to wait for that to cook up. And... then we can make the mixer centrifuge. Now, hopefully if we make, not the mixer centrifuge, what's it called? The plinth. That may or may not need juice. Let's take a look in our book here and see if we can find the cinder plinth and do a little bit of reading on it while we're waiting for that to cook up. Let's see. Probably in the beginning. What are you? Ember activator. Surprisingly, it's not here. Reconstruct. There it is. Cinder plinth. Okay, so it's a simple machine. Place any item in it and the power with ember, so it does require some kind of ember power, and it will burn the item into black ash. It can automatically place the ash into a bin placed beneath it. Okay, so we need to make a bin. Let's see, is that a quest item required, or is that a part 2 on this? The ash pile. Okay, so if I don't use a bin, basically it'll just come out. So let's go and make a bin. See, it's just a regular bin. Actually, let's do embers bin. There we go. And I can put this directly into a chest as well. So that's just an iron plate and some iron. So we can easily make that very quickly. Get a lot of iron here. Let's go ahead. I have an extra piece of sand. We'll put that away. Get a plate going. And it will make us a bin. Oops. There we go. Oh, good grief. All right, so we have a bin. And we should have enough caminite to go ahead and make our plinth. There we go. Perfect. All right. Set this down. Let's see. Make one of these here. Now, was it a piece of lead that I actually needed? Plinth. All right. Oh, click on the right thing. 3 lead pipes. 1, 2, 3. Click on the right spots. 1, 2, 3. All right, now let's make our plinth. Set it down and we'll get some embers all active and ready to go. Oh, part 1's completed. Now I think, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and set a chest underneath the bin. So this is kind of going to be stacked up a little bit, but it should work out just fine. So I think, Remember, so we got embers that are going to be emitted out the top here. I should be able to make four things of output over here. Let's just set this first one right in front of it. So we'll set it here. Actually, going to set a chest down first. I'm going to set this down on top of the chest. Then we're going to set this right there. All right, so what I need to do, I need to, my brain just stopped for a second. I need to get a receptor hooked up here, and I believe the receptor was only one layer, so we're just going to put the receptor here, and then we're going to power it up. So we're going to shift, right click there, and then right click here. Right? Do I need the levers? Oh wait, do I need levers? This is the mod where a lever goes on everything. Let's just try to make a lever and see if this works. I'm quite sure that might be it. Did I get a lever? Sticks. Let's make some more sticks. You know what? Let's just make 4 levers. Like I said, a lever goes on just about everything over here. And so hopefully that's what I needed. Let's see. So let's hook this up here. Get a lever. On. There we go. Look at all that juice going over there, powering it up. All right. So now we're going to need some kind of stepping stone because we're going to need to get up there. And that probably was the reason why it wasn't working over there either. All right. So let's just set this here. And what we want to do, we want to make ash. So let's look at the recipe for ash from Embers. So let's do add ember ash. Oops. Ash. All right. Is it ash piles that I needed? No, hold on. What's the quest? Yeah, 16 ash piles. No. I think I could just throw stuff in here. Hang on. Can I just throw stuff in here? Do I click it or does it just fall in there? Oh, there it is. I click on it. Okay. So click on it. Yeah. And it should cook that up. So I got ash going into it. You see the smoke going down. And I should see some ash piles. Oh, it's done smoking. Where'd it go? It's done smoking. Where'd it go? Do I need to set it right next to the bin? Hang on. Let's look up the plinth again. Make sure I'm looking at it right. The plinth. As the bin of ash has several. Oh, wait. No. I need to pipe it out of there. That's what I need to do. I don't think it goes directly in there. Yeah. All right. So I did skip over a quest here. Let's go ahead and make these pipes. We got just a few minutes here. We need fluid pipes, item extractor, and fluid extractor, and some other stuff. So let's go ahead and make the item extractors and the item pipes. And I think the extractor actually requires pipes, which is just a bunch of lead. So let's make those really quick. Okay, I got lead. Perfect. I just need a 3x3. I wonder if there's not a crafting table on a stick or anything like that in here. All right. So let's make one of those. Smack it with a hammer. And then we'll give us 8 little pipes. And then I need to make an extractor, which is caminite and redstone. Oh, I have all those. Okay, so we can... Wait. What? Wait. Is that the smelted one? No. Okay, how do I make the caminite? Oh. Give me some of that. Let's make this really quick. Again, it's not that hard to... Those little caminite things are not that hard to make. I'm just going to use this here so I can cook it up. Clean up my inventory as well. Come on. You can do it. There. Okay. Now let's make the extractor. I think this, and this is the case, that means I can bring that down a level, so I'll be kind of happy about that. All right, so I need to put some stuff up. Let's see if this works. I got embers going into the machine. It's still cooking up all that wood. I think I put a stack of wood in there, so it's going somewhere. It's not going here yet. So what we're going to do, I'm going to set an item extractor here. I'm going to hook it up with a lever. Everything requires a lever. And then I'm going to put the pipes from there into here, hopefully. Oh, shot it out somewhere. There we go. See, it's going in there now. I guess I don't need this one here. All right, so, and we got all of our ash. Woohoo, that's a lot of ash that got kicked out there. All right, so we went ahead and completed that. So Let's take a look at the next quest. So I did complete the item pipe and the item extractor. I'll work on those other items in between episodes. Let's go ahead and claim that quest real quick. Grab our loot chest. Open it up. And we got some more magenta balloons. Perfect. All right, so let's take a look at the quest book again real quick before we end the episode. Stamping with Embers is probably the next thing we actually need to work on. So remember, we're trying to get the antimony, which requires the alchemy with Embers. So now we need the expecti and firing my lasers. Let's see, where's the expecti? Here requires the stamper, and firing my laser requires dawnstone. Really? Seriously? Dawnstone already? All right, well, we're going to work on that in between and in the next couple of episodes, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the episodes and are enjoying the series. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, yay, tips, tricks, techniques, and just want to say hi, leave those comments down below, because you guys' comments and feedback is what I look forward to. Well, most of the things I look forward to in recording these series. What was that noise? I heard a noise. Anyway, if you're new to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button, click that like button as well, click the notification bell to be notified when new episodes come out. And if you want to hang out with me or any of the other squad members, you can do so by becoming one of our Patreons. Click on the link in the description field below to learn about all the awesome awards, such as hanging out with us in our Discord, or hanging out with us on any of our servers that we record from. We are currently offering 3 tier servers to hang out with us, so be sure to check it out. If you want a server to play on with your friends, be sure to head on over to Host Havoc. Host Havoc is what we use for all of our multiplayer series, as well as our Patreon servers. Okay, we got a lot of stuff done here. We got a long way to go, guys. Stick with us. We will get this Embers part. And if you're working on it in this mod pack too, let me know any tips that you guys had on getting this part completed. I'm going to just follow Linda's instruction and just work my way through it. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later. So have a great day, guys. Bye.